Centuries of questions, visions, and revelations. What do prophets really teach us about the meaning behind faith? Here on the Faith Vault, we're untangling ancient wisdom from whispered legend. Join us as we meet voices who claim to bridge heaven and earth, and discover how their words still echo in our lives today. In the chill dawn of ancient Iran, a lone figure stands by a river, his thoughts heavy with vision. Zoroaster, or Zarathustra as he's known, claims to have seen the supreme being Ahura Mazda in a moment of searing clarity. He is perhaps the first monotheist prophet in recorded history, teaching ethical dualism. Every human choice echoes in the cosmic battle between truth and falsehood. Picture the young Siddhartha Gautama escaping gilded palace walls to walk, barefoot and trembling, among the suffering of his people. One hungry child, one old man, one corpse, he is transformed forever. When Siddhartha attains enlightenment beneath the whispering Bodhi tree, he brings not dogma but a method for end suffering, the middle way. Consider Confucius, who never claimed divine authority but changed the soul of China more than any emperor. At a time of chaos and feuding warlords, he insisted on reverence for ritual and filial love, shaping social order through personal virtue rather than divine commandment. His Analects became a guidebook for living with dignity amid disorder. Lightning cracks over Mount Sinai. Moses ascends into storm and cloud, returning with stone tablets, not just laws, but a blueprint for ethical monotheism that would ripple through three world religions. Hidden in Exodus's labyrinthine codes are rules mandating compassion for strangers and fair treatment of slaves, radical ideas in an age of pharaohs. With haunting simplicity, Jainism's Mahavira wandered naked through India's villages, preaching ahimsa. Nonviolence extended beyond humans to every insect and blade of grass. His followers swept paths before each step. In Mahavira's world, even careless thought could bind one tighter to suffering, a cosmic accountability rarely imagined elsewhere. Few know that Jesus of Nazareth's most subversive act may have been sitting down to eat with tax collectors and sinners, defying every boundary of purity, law, or caste. In his enigmatic parables, the Good Samaritan or the Prodigal Son, he flipped expectations. Holiness belonged not to the pure but to those who dared love extravagantly. A hush falls across Arabia, its poets speak in riddles under desert stars. Then comes Muhammad, reciting verses that thunder with justice, warning rulers and merchants alike. The orphan's cry is God's command. Compiled as the Quran, his revelations unite fractious tribes, insisting that every believer stands equal before a single merciful creator. Travel to Ethiopia's highlands where Lalabella's rock-hewn churches commemorate another prophetic figure, Queen Makeda, the mysterious queen of Sheba. Legends claim she birthed a Solomonic dynasty unbroken for centuries, her meeting with King Solomon echoing themes of wisdom passed between continents. Beneath Nepalese peaks, Guru Rinpoche, Padmasambhava, emerges from a lotus bloom in legend. With magical feats and cryptic teachings called termas hidden in caves for future generations, he shapes Tibetan Buddhism into a tapestry woven from pre-Buddhist shamanism and mystical visions few outside Tibet can decipher. In feudal Japan's darkness, Nichiren stands defiant before samurai swords. He claims salvation lies not in birth or priestly ritual, but in chanting Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, the title of the Lotus Sutra. Nichiren's radical call gave voice to peasants and outcasts. Today, millions chant his mantra for transformation. It is said that Laozi handed his soul book, the Tao Te Ching, to a gatekeeper before vanishing into the western mountains. The text brims with paradox. The softest thing can overcome the hardest. His vision was not conquest or reform, but harmony with an order so subtle it slips between words. Guru Nanak walks by riverside at dawn. After days lost in trance beneath its waters, he emerges transformed. His message was audacious. There is no Hindu, there is no Muslim. Sikhism is born, a synthesis rejecting both caste and orthodoxy. Nanak's hymns praise not only God, but everyday acts of kindness as worship. In 19th century Persia, the Bab proclaims he whom God shall make manifest will soon arise, and calls all religious boundaries obsolete. His radical inclusivity provokes both fear and devotion. Thousands die for following him. The Bab's movement becomes Baha'i faith, a religion anticipating global unity long before globalization. Consider this strange truth. Almost every major prophet spends years in obscurity or exile before their message takes hold. Buddha wanders forests, Moses flees Egypt, Muhammad prays alone in Cave Hira, Jesus disappears into silent decades before Galilee. History doesn't simply crown visionaries, it tests them through isolation's crucible. As we reflect on these prophets' lives and voices, so distant yet uncannily resonant, a profound pattern emerges. Prophecy does not freeze into stone commandments alone, but births traditions alive with reinterpretation and dissent. The teachings survive because they remain unfinished stories, inviting each generation to wrestle anew with meaning at history's edge. Unlock more amazing facts. Like and subscribe to keep exploring the Faith Vault with us.